Hello. Welcome to the Trading Empire CR7. Hope everyone is doing good. So, welcome to pre-market analysis and trading ideas as we are heading to the market open. So, remember on the other side, we are live on BTC. We are in buying this time on the trading focus. So, we're going to talk about gold, GBP/JPY, Euro USD, GBP USD, and DXY or dollar index. So we have to get ready and see how we can make money from the next week. So in today's pre-market analysis, I'm going to start from gold. Remember, the last time in pre-market analysis and trading ideas video, we're predicting the market to be in sell. Then we can target this area. You remember this one? So it was around 4,000. So we're talking about this one. This area was imbalanced. We had to balance this area. That's why we did take a sell from this area. Multiple position from this area. This was not only just these three, there were also other opportunities around these areas. So you can see now we predicted the market that if we create this low, we had this low, we are looking for the high to continue with the lower low. Okay, so that's what we are expecting to be taking a sell from this area, anticipating the market to go down and balance this area so that we can start thinking about taking a buy from this area, even if we're expecting the market to move up to continue in the uptrend, but this area was stronger to take a buy from so that we can now start targeting some area nearby from our last buying areas like this one. This was the target, but we're expecting the market to continue until we back on the uptrend continuation around this area. You can see now we rejected from this area. So we got a very big opportunity from the last week. Okay, so the target was that one, but we are still around this area. We did take a buy from this area. You remember that on live on the trading focus. Even from the Trading Empire CR7. Okay, so now the market started consolidating around this area where we had some opportunities to buy, but at the end of the day, we're struggling the market to move up. Remember, we are waiting for the news from Saturday and even from Wednesday, we had FOMC. So where we are expecting the market to make a change, a strong move in the market. But we're around this area. We continue consolidating around this area where we have some areas which are not imbalanced, so that we can also expect to be taking a buy from those areas, because we are now believing that we are going back to the uptrend, but we have to make sure that we focus on the areas which are very stronger to take a buy from. So now let's now clear everything and see what are we going to be looking at from next week. Okay, let's start at least from 4-hour time frame. Okay, so what do we have now? So around this area, that's where we did take a buy from. Okay, we understand that. Now from around this area, we have this internal candlestick, this bearish candlestick, where we can also say that this is a demand area. Around this area, from 4-hour time frame moving to the lower time frame, this is 1-hour time frame. You can see now from this area we have a candlestick, which is, this was the last selling volume where we started forming a bullish candlestick from, and then now this is a demand area. That's why we're expecting the market to move down. Remember, from Thursday and Friday, we are waiting to be taking a buy from this area, but we struggled, and then the market went back in the uptrend. But still now, as long as we are below this area, this one, we cannot decide to buy right now unless we move down also again around this area so that we can take a buy from that area. Okay, so where do we have some opportunities? So this area is the first area I will recommend everyone to wait the market from so that we can take a buy from this one. And also if we stay above, okay, you can say if we stay above this area, this one, because this is an equal low around this area, maybe the market is going to move down, okay, and make a retracement around this area, this one, okay, because this will be a higher low around this area. Then we can take a buy and expect the market to continue moving up. And also we can also stay around this area, but still we need the market to continue showing that we are creating higher high from the higher lows. That's where we are going to be taking buys from around these areas. So what we need is that the market creating a strong high so that from the higher low we can start looking for some areas to buy from around this area or the downside area. So from the 30-minute time frame, okay, 30-minute time frame, you can see this is the same scenario. This area also go below this area, an area to buy from, and even this one, this is an area to buy from if we create a higher high. Okay, so now this is what we are looking for, and then we are going to be looking to target these areas as we're expecting the market to go back in the uptrend. So that's what I'm looking for from gold. I'm still looking for buy. So you can ask yourself, is there any opportunity to be taking a sell from those areas? The answer is no, unless if we start breaking below this entire area, but still there is some kind of challenges from the left hand side around this area, these lows. That's why we have to focus on buying opportunities. So guys, let's move to another pay and see. Okay, let's start from also again GBP USD. Okay, remember we talked about this last week. We're expecting also to go back in the downtrend from GBP USD and even Euro USD. So let's also start from the higher time frame to remind some people about what we're expecting from the higher time frame around this area. If we check from the higher time frame, from the weekly time frame, you can see that this is an area of reversal. Okay, so that's why we are sticking to be taking some opportunity to go short. So from the lower time frame, that's where we're talking about that we are going to keep taking some sell from around these areas. Okay, you can see we did get some opportunities, strong opportunity around this area to take a sell. Then we are still now moving down. Okay, we are expecting also to be taking a sell around this area. You can see that we got a reaction from the news around this area. The market moved down, then we created an equal low. We're expecting to continue by creating lower lows around these areas, but the market moved up also around this area to create an equal highs. This time, this one doesn't make any sense, but from someone who has experience about GBP USD, we can even move down from around this area. So we are going to talk about that in a minute. Let now remove everything so that we can now start looking on some opportunities to go short. I'm still looking for sell. Okay, so starting from 4-hour time frame, we have this area. This area is stronger to be taking a sell from. Okay, remember the target is to continue with the trend, to continue downside. This is a lower low to the lower high. We are standing now by looking for the lower low to target the downside areas. Okay, around these areas, these ones, and even these areas. Okay, so now let's go back to the lower time frame and see those opportunities. This is 1-hour time frame. Okay, so this area was stronger, but also we are standing around this area. You can see that we made a reaction from around this area. So what am I looking for now is that if the market stay below this area, this is what I'm expecting to happen in the market. Okay, if we break below this area, this one, we're expecting the market to start creating lower low by breaking the previous low, this one, to the lower high. So then we can take up a sale from around those areas. Okay, let me bring some draw so that I can show you where we can take a sale from. So if we break below this area, this entire area will be our opportunity to be taking a sell from around this area. So what we are looking for is the lower low around this area. If we open the market by creating a lower low, by breaking this low, the previous low, from this structure, I'm expecting to be taking an opportunity around this area to take a sell, anticipating the market to continue in the downside. So that's what I'm looking for from GBP USD. So you have to make it simple. This is an opportunity for you to be taking a sell to the downside. We are heading to the close of 2025. Even from next year, I'm still expecting to be moving down on GBP USD. Okay, so moving to Euro USD. Okay, same scenario. We're expecting the market to move down. Remember, we talked about this one from the last week. Okay, we moved from this area. These are all areas that we mentioned that we did take some sales from. Okay, remember we are in the trend continuation, bearish continuation. Okay, so from the previous prediction around this area, we're expecting to be taking a sell. Okay, around these areas, you can see this was an entry, this was an entry. So moving to the downside strongly. Then we moved up, then we moved down also again. And then we have now a lower low. We are creating some kind of lower high. Okay, so we are looking for the lower low to continue the downside. So where are we heading? We need to see the target. We are talking about the bearish continuation. This is one of the target, this one, and even to continue downside as the trend continuation. Okay, so we're expecting the market to even move down around these areas. So now, moving to the lower time frame, we are looking for some opportunity to be taking a sell from. Okay, so now this area, we have an internal area, this one. That's where the market is now reacting from to continue moving down. So what am I expecting from this one? I need the market to stay below this area. If we stay below this area, this is what I'm looking for. If we create a lower low around this area, I will be looking for sell around this area. Okay, this one to continue with the downside or the downtrend. Okay, so these are the areas I'm expecting to be taking a sell from as I'm expecting the downtrend continuation. So that's what I'm looking for from Euro USD. If the market reject around this, if the market stay above this area, and start breaking above this area, so this will be an opportunity to go short buy and then balance this area so that we can also take a sell from around these areas. So that's what I'm looking for next week from Euro USD. Okay, so now moving to GBP Japanese yen. This is GHA. Same scenario, we talked about this one from the last week. We are going to continue in the same direction, upside. So from the areas that we mentioned, that's where we did take some buys opportunities. That's where the market also moved from. So you can see this one was the last pre-market analysis. So we're expecting the market to move down also again around this area so that you can continue in the upside. So removing everything on GBP GPY for our time frame, we are still bullish. So we can see now around this area, that's where we are expecting the market to stay, and then we can continue moving up. We need the strong balance around this area. Checking from the lower time frame, okay, so you can see now we got some kind of reaction around this one, this area. This one also makes sense. This one, okay. So now the market is now bearish. So what are we looking for from 30-minute time frame? If we stay above this area, the market will either move down, also again equal lows, then we start creating lower lows and higher highs and higher lows, or we can stay above this area, okay, then we start creating higher highs by breaking the previous high to the higher low, so that we can also be looking for buy. So we'll be together on the chart so that I can show you everything from the Trading Focus WhatsApp channel. The last one that we are going to talk about is DXY or dollar index. We are still expecting the dollar to continue bullish. Okay, so last time also we talked about a bullish continuation from dollar index. Okay, so now from the higher time frame, remember we talked about this one, we're expecting the market to continue moving up to target these areas, these ones. Okay, from the lower time frame, now we have this area which is imbalance. This was created last week, but we're expecting the market to continue around this area. This was from the last pre-market analysis, and this played well also. Then we're expecting the market to continue from around this area. That's what happened, taking a buy from this area, and then we continue by the higher highs and higher lows. We are still heading to the upside. So we have this area which is imbalance, this area, and even the downside. So if the market breaks below this area, okay, if we break below this area, we are also expecting to be taking a buy from this strong area by anticipating the market to continue in the upside. Or if the market decide to stay above this area, you can see this is a new structure, okay, low, high, low, high, higher low, higher high. We can stay above this area. If we stay above this area, we are going to be looking for buy. If the market also create another higher high to the higher low, so that we can continue with the higher high. So that's what I'm looking for around those areas. If we create a higher high, because now we have also an opportunity to be moving also downside so that we can balance this area and the market will go back to the upside. So that's what I'm thinking about these pairs. Okay, remember to subscribe on the channel, guys. On this channel we are going back to be live on GBP USD, but you can even make a comment below on what pair can we use can we go live with on the Trading Empire CR7, either GBP USD, GBP GPY, Euro USD, or BTC. Remember, we do gold live on the Trading Focus, so you have to make a choice from those pairs so that we can know what do you need on the live chat. So thank you so much for your time. Until next time, take care and be safe. Ciao.